up the price of homes. NewsNation business contributor Lydia Moynihan is here now to break down what that means for home buyers. Lydia, good morning to you. Is this housing boom finally slowing down?
Well, it is, I guess, bad news for the builders, but it's good news for people looking to buy a home. You know, during the pandemic, you heard these stories of 10, 15 people putting in a bid above asking price. And so what we're finally seeing is a little bit of equilibrium in the housing market where there is supply finally increasing and the number of people looking to snatch up these homes is finally going down. Now, we are still seeing the median home price is increasing, but not as quickly. And we're seeing last month, 44% of homes had competing offers, but that's actually down from earlier this year where 70% of homes on the market had competing offers. So I think if you are in the market to buy a home, things are finally trending in your direction.
And do you think it's worth waiting for months or years to buy the home, or is now the time?
Well, the tricky thing is finally the economy is cooling off where there's not going to be 10 other people vying for the same home as you. But at the same time, we are looking at interest rates going back up. And that's obviously what's been a huge factor here in slowing down the number of people looking to snap up these homes. So it's a tricky needle to thread where I think the longer you wait, you know, maybe the housing prices will continue to come down. But at the same time, you could be paying a higher mortgage, you know, if you continue to wait, because it looks like the Fed will likely continue to raise interest rates, at least a bit in the short term.
Okay, let's shift gears now and talk about cars. Dodge announced it's ending production of the only two cars it makes, the Challenger and the Charger. Where's the company going from here?
So they are really pivoting to getting into the electrical vehicle space. And I think we're going to see this across the board. One, this was obviously a huge amount of money in the Inflation Reduction Act that's going to electric vehicles, subsidies so people can actually afford to buy some of these electric vehicles, which can be quite pricey, finally. And so a lot of these automakers are seeing kind of the writing on the wall, and they want to pivot and get into this space sooner rather than later. And of course, they only have bandwidth to make so many vehicles. So if they're going to get into the electrical vehicle space, it means they're less likely to have the people and the resources to devote to some of these more traditional models. So that's why we're seeing some of these traditional cars, specifically some of these muscle cars from Dodge, that are being phased out. And now we're seeing all the resources directed to electrical vehicles.
All right, Lydia, thank you. Good to see you.
Coming up, a group of